So this is just a quick video for the question, if I'm setting to sell when Bitcoin or the altcoin drops to this number, how would I know what the value of this percentage is? Because he wants to trade pairing against each other. The simplest solution I can think of is actually just going to TradingView. This is the current Ether to Bitcoin valuation, and you probably have an idea of where you actually want to sell. And what I usually do in these kind of cases, specifically when you have those numbers I don't want to type, I use a line. I have added the horizontal line and some others to my favorites. That means they appear in my special bar. I just click here and then I'll go, okay, I want to sell here. And because that looks like a, if it goes down below that, I would probably buy something, or wherever you want to move that line up and down. Once you are finished and you have what you actually want, you can double click on it and then you go to coordinates and then you have your number. That's your percentage where you probably want to sell. Now, in this case, I probably would also use this number, and I use a color coding of blue for my entry prices. Let's say I have bought for some reason here, down here, and then I have an idea that I actually want to sell around here. You have to figure out exactly what you want out of that. And then I have that, and then I say, okay, this is what I exactly want. I would probably scroll in at this point and say, because you want to sell. Let's say you bought down here and you want to sell when it actually goes above something, you need to apply the eBay mechanism. And the eBay mechanism is to go a little bit lower, because if that is your target, that's the target everybody else is going to be using. Like you see the spikes here, you see the spikes here. I would probably then go further down, and then I double click, and then you have your coordinates, and then you double click them and you copy them. And then maybe I would even go and say, okay, this looks like should be a 3. In this regard, one of the things I like to use TradingView for is because if I put it on my chart, it stays in here. So if I come back to this chart and I have specific colors I've been using in this regard, I always know that I have something set up for here. You could, for example, also say, okay, this is a square. In this area I'm considering buying. I haven't played around with it, but actually there are a lot of possibilities here. You can add an alert and do setup in this regard here. You can, as I said, even send an email. That is what I thought about when I said you may be wanting to send yourself an email if something crosses. Now, the one thing you probably should be aware of is to choose the right chart. If you, for example, trade on Kraken, you might choose the Ethereum to Bitcoin pair from Kraken, but otherwise that it. I hope that was helpful. I'm trying to put together a small list of how-to videos, and your question struck me as something which I could use. So if you have any kind of comments or remarks, would be great if you could leave them in the comments. Thank you very much. Hope this helps.